And of course, I stopped the video, so this is going to be a part two. So the number 19 is basically a powerful message that you should never ignore. Um it's about moving into a new realm or a new space, whether it's in your relationships or not. It's about bonds, right? So how can you cut out something when it's the reason, like, why, right? You have to still keep your commitments to your family and being a woman, a mother, a provider, well, provider, nurturer, and it's about being connected to the one, right? So the divinity, the reason I see 111, the one in the 19 is also very powerful. It's like you're on your right path. But how can you do that if you don't find balance? And so it's a warning to me to find balance. So it's about relationships. There's, blessings, fortune, that you have meaning in those things. Like, you have meaning in those aspects of who you are. Um, it's the beginning of a process, is the end of the process. The one is the beginning, the nine is and the nine is the ending, right? The ending of a cycle. And I find it interesting that I pulled this one because it's balance number 29. So it's about finishing cycles. And it's okay to start my second cycle. My second cycle in life is to provide a space for people to heal. And being genuine and authentic in that process. And so if I'm caught up, like I said on the TikTok, in my emotions, it's not going to work. I'm like, I can't do that. 29 is about asking for help. I did a pitch a couple weeks last week, and I needed money so that I could hire a handyman. But I can ask for help from people, genuine people that want to help, right? And get it done. Like, I need to completely clear out the house of my personal belongings, and whether I put it in storage or put it in a box, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And then only put the things that need to come back in and clean that stuff out as need be. But this has to happen. And I'm like, not when I'm not well. Okay, so this is my point. When you're ill, your subconscious, your unconscious self is heightened, right? And you get messages that are not what you want to project. So I'm getting downloaded messages about, you are unworthy, you are not good, you are like not meeting up to standards. You're like, all these negative messages when your unconscious seeps in because you have no control of it. And when you're ill, that's what happens, is you are in your unconscious states. So because I was weakened unconsciously, I still had to produce. I still had to prepare for this pitch. I still had to do slides. Still had to do that. Like, I was persevering through all that. But what seeps in is like, oh, I did all that and didn't focus on my family. So now my family doesn't love me. Now my family doesn't have value. Now, like, I'm not valued. I'm not worthy to them. It's ridiculous, the thoughts that come in. And I'm just being really transparent about something that's really been bothering me. Just maybe it'll help you become transparent. And I still can't find the words or the courage or the audacity to speak up to the specific person I need to speak up to right now. But that's okay. I can have my voice and my platform here and share this with you so that you can see you can move on. We need to move on in the direction that the divinity is guiding us to, because you can't stay stuck, or you can't worry about things that you have no control over. All you have control over is what you produce, what you give to the world. And if I live by my tagline, I honor this, then there's no need for me to worry about what people think about me, or what I even think of myself sometimes. Like, what I think of myself is irrelevant. The truth is that I do live with purpose. My intention is to always live with love, compassion, and passion, right? So when I cannot do that and be my authentic self, I'm in pain. It hurts me. It hurts me not to give all to my people. It hurts me to say, well, I'm going to withhold because they're withholding. That's ridiculous. I'm only killing me. That's so ridiculous. I'm killing my own story. It's stupid. And I'm laughing because this is healing for me. So, long story short, or I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. The other thing is that Saturn rules Capricorn. And so right now, um there's things that's going on that's propelling my Capricorn mate to just work harder, work harder, work harder. It's currently going in direct, like in his job demands a lot of him. So he's drilled into that motion. And I'm got to like absorb some of the Saturn properties and do the same, like fully engage in my purpose. And then not worry about the stability is always there. With Capricorn, there's a stability that's always going to be there, and that I should be encouraged by that and to fulfill my dreams or move on with my dreams and my aspirations for myself and my son, because there's a safe space there. And I wasn't seeing that like that before. Um which brings me to my next point. So Jupiter also is going direct right now. And so because of that, in Gemini, well, Jupiter like takes crap away from you. Like literally it'll snatch things right from under you, whether you're ready for that or not. Like Jupiter is gonna take stuff from you. And although it's not currently sitting in my planetary thing, it is sitting in Capricorn. And so there's something in healing for that as well. But for me, it's just Jupiter is a thing about wisdom. It's it gives it's about your tapping into source, and being an intellect, right? Like things of wisdom. Like I don't know how else to explain it. So because of that, it's like, oh, okay, so now it's going direct. And again, it went direct, I think it is either going direct soon or it went direct. October 2nd comes to mind and October 23rd comes to mind. But either way, it's in the pre-phase or post-phase of this. And it takes usually 7 to in the planet of Mercury. Now I'm shifting, of course, but in the planet of Mercury, the shift is that it's also going direct as of October 2nd. So I'm kind of mixing them up a little bit. So Mercury went direct October 2nd. So it takes 7 days or even 14 days before you start to feel like you could communicate again, because Mercury rules Gemini, which is me. And so because it rules me, I was having to be in cocoon stage and analyzing stage and be in deep meditation. So the last month has been really challenging. And then now it's going direct. So communication is going to start flowing again. And literally that like 10 days later, that's exactly what's happening. But alongside that, Jupiter is also going direct, and Jupiter will give you a lot of blessings, but it has to do that by taking away things that you care about and love so much. So disruption in my relationship in a way kind of was the reason why I'm here today speaking my truth. And hopefully it helps somebody. Like literally, Mercury is like, it's intense at times. And I always am kind of like ahead of the game and understand the process of what I have to go through. But when you're in it, you don't care about that crap. You just like trying to survive. And that's what I was trying to do. So I hope that helps. There's blessings coming. I want to be blessed so I can bless the world. And I know God blessed me with this idea, but it's not because of me. Like I want to ascend. Of course, we all should aspire to ascend to a higher level. We all should live our lives with intention and purpose, and so we can move on a higher level. But my desire to do so is not selfish so I can have fame or fortune. My sole purpose to do that is because I know that if I ascend, it's because I'm bringing people up with me. And that's the beauty of ascension. It's like you don't get to be promoted unless you help other be promoted. And so I think that networking mindset is what drives me. And when I can't communicate or communication is shut off, I feel like it affects me. And by the way, always treat your relationship with gentleness. That goes for men and women. Like you gotta treat your partners gently, because you never know who you're entertaining. You could be entertaining an angel that's supposed to save a portion of the world with their gifts and talents. And the minute you're unkind, because the house of relationship and earning money, finances is in the same house in astrology, you F stuff up and you stagnate stuff when you're unkind to people. So take that with you. Like really be kind to people. because you don't know what their gifts are, and you don't know if you're tampering their gifts. And because relationships and money is in the same house, like, why would God do that? Why does the planets do that? But because that is so, I need to strongly encourage you to be gentle with the people around you. And with that being said, I'm the travel wellnesspreneur, and I hope you enjoy my transparency. I love you guys, and I'm healing, and I'm gonna get there so I can help heal you. Peace. I'm out.